Hey, it's Hunter here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a sketchbook I did that I've been promising to make this video for over a month, and I've been delaying it for like 2 weeks because I'm really lazy, and right now I am tired as hell, but we're gonna go through it anyways. So welcome to my sketchbook of 2017. I'd say 90% of the art in here was made beginning of March up until end of April, May, mid-May, and then I have a new sketchbook now. So first of all, I start most of my sketchbooks backwards, so let's go there. Would like to begin preface by saying I'm going to be doing a lot of flipping because I never draw in the proper direction, and yes, I am definitely insane. Okay, the first piece I have in here is this pretty bad Tyler silhouette art I did. The lighting in here is pretty awful, by the way, so if you want to see all these pictures in good quality, I suggest checking out my Instagram, which I will put the links to that below or on the screen, because those have good quality pictures and the lighting is really awful. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is just a Tyler silhouette I did. It's pretty sucky. I know it's not the best. But yeah, that's that. Okay, this next one here is probably one of my most proud pieces I have in the entire book, and I display this piece everywhere because I just generally adore the design and how it turned out. And as you can tell, it's from Northern Downpour, and I really love the design and the concept of it, and I just think it turned out really well, and I think I will forever love this piece, and I'm just super happy with it. Actually, quick fun fact about this piece, the picture I used to reference the posture that Brendan is in is actually just a picture of Brendan doing a backflip, and then I obviously flipped the backflip, and it happened like that. Like, the original picture when I was just sketching was just Brendan doing a backflip, and I was like, hey, that's why the page is upside down actually, because I was like, it looks cool like that, so then I just made a concept to go around it. Here's generally, I think it's really bad, but this is actually a piece a lot of people on Instagram liked. It just says, sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Obviously it's a 21 Pilots piece. I think I'm going to call this video a tour through my emo sketchbook, because it's pretty obviously very emo. But yeah, a lot of people like this one. I'm not a big fan of it whatsoever. Here we have, if I can just flip it around quick. Here we have a hand study I did for reference to what is on the next page. There's some fingers that look oddly out of place, but yeah, they look pretty good. The lines are not the best, but the overall concept turned out very well, I believe. So yeah, overall, I like the general concept of this. The design's really neat. Yeah, good. Hey, that looks oddly weird. This is a piece I like a lot as well. It kind of is up there with my Hey Moon piece, but I think it got too wordy, definitely, but the design in the middle, the main focus of the picture, obviously, I love it. And the half moon thing was just like, I didn't know how to position the words, so I'm like, I'll add some sort of design, which ended up being this half circle, or not moon, sorry, I was thinking of the other piece. It's the, we all fell down when the sun came up, and that's actually the inspiration for that circle, because I needed some way to work that in, and yeah. Sorry if I say this about like every piece, but I really love this picture as well because the overall lining came up very well, and if it wasn't obvious, this book is mainly just an inking book for line art, and I love line art to death, and I like the font I did here. I traced the logo thing, but I don't know, I like the line art a lot, and the hair was just kind of like, I didn't want to leave it blank, obviously, because it's already a pretty line-heavy picture, so I just wanted to do a really heavy design on the tattoo here, and then I was like, these weird little blocky fill-ins. Also, that's a cat yelling, by the way. But, what do you want? Miley, what do you want? I'm filming! I'm filming! But yeah, that's that piece. Banner, obviously. Leave. Leave. My room's a mess. I'm sorry for any pieces you're picking up of that. Next off, we have like one of the only pieces in this book that are in color. This was obviously inspired by the self-titled album and Attic with a Pen. Leave. It's pretty good. I like the tattoos. I had these tattoos sharpied on my arm for a long time. I have a few pencil sketches in here though. Here are some pretty bad Patrick sketches. I believe these were already in the sketchbook when I started using it. I think they're from like January or February, so they're not great at all. These were like 2-minute sketches actually. I think I did each of these in like 2 to 5 minutes, so I don't know. They're really whipped, but they're not awful for being quick sketches, I guess. Here you can see where I really started obsessing over Fall Out Boy. Well, obviously I already obsessed over him, but like I got into a rut of Fall Out Boy. I only did that for a bit. But Patrick from the Youngblood Chronicles video, it's just overall out of everything in this picture, I just think it's really cute. Like his facial expression went from menacing from the picture I was referencing to just kind of oddly adorable Patrick who just happens to have a hook that you can't even see because the shading's not that great, but the hook's right there. But I don't know, his expression is my favorite thing in this picture. I wanted to do a Pete picture, obviously, because I think this was the first picture I've like ever drawn of Pete besides one realistic sketch I did a while ago. But this was like, okay, so we had to do a propaganda poster for World War I, and I'm like, what's a really clever way I can work in a band or something? So I'm like, hey, Fall Out Boy did that one thing with flags. So I'm like, we were supposed to include the word "you" because "you" was a very strong word used in war propaganda. So I'm like, your works, and the teacher approved it. So I was like, here's my really chubby Pete Wentz in the, this is American Psychos, right? Yeah, I'm assuming it's American Psychos. It's probably not. Yeah, the words are all crooked, and in the picture I posted, I did straighten them with some Photoshop, but other than that, yeah, that's that. Here I am composing a burlesque. Proportions aren't terribly great in this one, but overall, once again, I love the pose and the position, which took me forever to do. Yeah, there's definitely some proportional errors in this one, but it's nice. It's lovely. I like the hair and the facial expression and just the pose in general. The shoes went better than expected because I suck at shoes. That's that. Actually, one thing I'm just gonna touch on this really quick. These hands are goals for me. Like, that one looks kind of weird on camera, but like they're quite good. This was just a sketch I was doing during a Simple Eagle stream, but it ended up kind of looking like, oh, I'm so awful. What's Jenna? It looked like Jenna, Tyler's wife, so I kind of just morphed it into that, but there's a weird little Jenna, not Jenna sketch. A really bad eye that I just have here. A really bad half face that we're like, just gonna not talk about that. Oh, this is also really bad. This picture is really bad because I didn't do any, oh, don't bend anything. I didn't, like, grid. I usually grid when I do realistic things, and I didn't grid for this one. It was, like, completely freestyle. The shading is god-awful, but, I don't know, the unicorn turned out perfect. The flower crowns are surprisingly good, and, like, the faces suck, I'm aware, but everything else turned out well, considering I never do full-page stuff, and I decided, actually, this started off with just me sketching the flower crown and Dan's eyes. Like, I was just gonna do, like, that, and then I was like, okay, add a face. Then I added the unicorn, and I was like, okay, Phil's there too. I can add him. Look at that bad face. But yeah, so this ended up being a full thing, and just I like the unicorn. Obviously, it's just nice. Still keeping on the emo train, I do believe, with some Dan and Phil. See what else we got in here. This one I love. I like the impact thing I did here, and the black in it stands out a lot, and I like it, and the face works surprisingly well because I don't like doing front-on pictures that much, and it's obviously, if you want to start a fight, you better throw the first punch, make it a good one. I can't speak. And if you notice, this is actually the outfit from the Victorious song, but I use Good, the Bad, and the Dirty lyrics because someone on Twitter suggested the song when I asked for songs to draw, And then I looked up boxing because I wanted to do that for the first punch part, but the boxing outfit is actually from the Victoria's vid, so I'm like, no one talk about that. I'm also trying to not be Snapchat because I keep wanting to like zoom in dramatically, but I'm like, that takes way too long on a proper Canon camera, so I'm sorry. I'm just too much of a cringy emo kid. This is also years old. This was a picture I drew of a wolf for how I was 11, a long time ago. It's awful. Let's move on. Here's a Josh Dunn realistic. I forgot about this. This one's not awful. The shading's a bit too dark here, and I'm awful with Prismacolors, but the hair looks nice. The hat's decent. The eyes are pretty good. The mouth. The mouth is not there. There. That looks nice. That actually looks surprisingly nice, and then it just blah, blah. Clothing's pretty bad, but like, they're up. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. It's pretty good. Then below that, we have Tyler. Now this one's just sucky. Like this one I like the hair and the clothes. Nothing else. And the clothes aren't that good either. Like, close-up, nah, we don't need a close-up of that. Here we move into my stage of just drawing Josh's. You don't get to see this one, it sucks. There's a little small Josh, it's terrible, and then there's some bigger ones which actually look like Josh. I like these two. More Josh, obviously. These two are Tyler. Tyler, this page was kind of supposed to replicate the one before it. Actually, I have just a pile of pencils here. Okay. So, Tyler, then more Jish down here. This one I really like. I like the facial structure on that one. Also, this one's quite good, but I think I messed that one up a little bit. This one down here I love to death. This was the first thing I ever drew with that pencil I'm always talking about on Snapchat. If you follow me, my Snapchat will also be down below because I keep talking about it. But this is my favorite pencil in the world that has a magic eraser under here. I won't get into that right now. But I like this. It's just that picture of Tyler like awkwardly licking his finger. But yeah, this page overall I'd say was a successful Toil and Palette study. Below that I just have some eyes. Actually, the person who inspired the last two pages, I will link them down below too, because they're actually an Instagram artist, and they're amazing at drawing Josh and Tyler, and I've been referencing their art a lot lately, so I will put them below. But, here's some, expressions that I obviously didn't finish the whole page, but, they're okay. They're survivable. I love this one! The concept of this is just really cute to me. The design turned out well in inking. The star, I suck at stars, so this is pretty good for me. Yeah, and I just like the concept, and it's just really nice, and it feels really floaty, and it matches the quote very well, and I like the way I write the A and the T a lot, and that kind of just pulls the whole thing together for me, so yeah, accepted. So like, crappy face, I literally just whipped this in like a minute, but this was like just me trying to draw the smoke thing, so like, here down's pretty decent. I was basically just trying to get the body proportions is the word I was looking for. I was just trying to get the body proportions because it was an interesting stance and I just liked it. So I was like, I'm not even gonna try on this mess. So yeah, I'm good with that. Here we have the absolutely beautiful and stunning Sarah Yuri that I did not do that bad on, I think. I was gonna say I did bad on, but I'm like, actually it's not. It's pretty good. I did this one and the next two after this at a Simple Eagle live stream, as well as she was drawing Brendan. And then I asked Simple Eagle, the artist I keep bringing up, which era Brendan I should draw, and she said Vices, so here's a little sketch. Also, once again, not so much relying on face, more I was trying to practice proportions, and I think I did well on that one as well. Like, the face is meh, but there we go. That's nice. And then this was the last one I did. I finished this one right as she finished her piece, and we like finished at the same time. And You've Stolen My Air Catcher. My friend on Twitter suggested this picture, and it was both roughly inspired by Air Catcher, but also inspired by, obviously, blurry face and that concept, and also a little bit of Oh Misbeliever. I don't even really know how I can like tie that in. Also, I just realized I only put 2 bands on his arm. I meant to put 3. Oops. But yeah, that's, I guess I'm pointing with a pen now, but or pencil. But yeah, that's this one. Also, the face turned out surprisingly looking like Tyler, which really pleased me, because I didn't think this was going to turn out, because I was just going to do the eyes. Once again, I like just drawing eyes, like I was going to just like do that, but then I like added a face and it actually looked really well, so I was like, score! Oh, and what do you know? That might be the end of the book. Yeah, that's the end, guys. And just on the back here, it's just like me testing Sharpies with hearts, some ukulele things. Here's a bit of screen. That's Black Parade on piano, I think. That's implicit demand for proof on piano. When did I do this? Okay, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. A ton of links will be below, apparently, because I kept bringing stuff up in this video. Yeah, just thanks for sticking around. I'll have another sketchbook tour in a month or so, but I am out of school on the 2nd, so that either means more or less content over the summer. We'll find out, and that's for me to do and you guys to see, I suppose. Hoping to have more drawing content. A couple vlogs, challenges maybe, who knows. I'm going to New York next year, so that'll be a thing in the future. I'm definitely going to vlog that, at least somewhat. I might make just a Snapchat style vlog soon, I'm not sure. But anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you around. Check out everything below, and bye. Howl on. I need to change my outro. That's so bad. Bye.